to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to USA for Africa. We are going to react to the song We Are the World. Let's get started.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we need.
This
Yes,
was
Kirti, it's-
United Support of Artists for Africa. That is a full form. Ultimately, majority of the artists are from US of A, and thus it also makes sense for US for Africa, USA for Africa. This is great to listen to. I heard this song in the past in Michael Moore's movie. Towards the end, there was some this.
Which one?
There was this Norwegian jail, where they put people on the island,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that, and there at the prison, the
Where to
officers,
conquer next over
yeah,
there.
where to conquer
That
next,
movie.
the US thing with the flag he goes and keeps putting the flag everywhere. Yeah, so I think in that movie it ends with this song, and in the prison the officers sing this song wonderfully. This is the first time though I'm listening to the song from the original artist.
This is the first time I'm listening to it in 30 plus years.
Okay.
And listening to it today, I possibly realize why I've not heard it in that much time.
I get what you mean.
It was very limited lyrics.
Yeah.
When you're dedicating something to another continent, not just one country,
Yeah.
you need more substance in there. But
That's
I
right,
guess the
yeah.
substance is in the form of all those
How many
artists that are
artists? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
participating in it. So I don't want to rub it in, but it was very limited lyrics and repeated far too much for any listener who's listening to it from outside of USA and Africa. It was difficult for me to really understand why they were repeating it so
I know,
many times.
I know.
By the end, I was completely tuned off. What I know about this is that it raised around 20 million after this song was released.
Okay.
And 3 million
$20
in the
million
20,
for
30
African
years.
people.
Yeah, for Africa. That's what they say. And then 3 million more, adding up to a total of around 23 million since then. So when it released, it possibly got a lot of popularity and it raised a lot of money, 20 million. And then 3 more million in the subsequent decades after that. That is like few hours of work for Jeff Bezos or, most other top CEOs. Whether the Facebook CEO, of course, he doesn't take a salary. That's what he claims. So he makes enough money with his stocks though and shares.
Right.
So Jeff Bezos in a few hours, while he was the CEO of Microsoft,
Right.
of Amazon, he possibly earned this.
I think
23 million.
more in an hour
But
he earns a lot.
credit to these guys for coming together like this. Mostly black artists, it seems, by the names. Most of them, and from urban areas, the ones who are not black, whether it's, Bruce Springsteen and etc., Paul Simon. So it was well put together, but far too repetitive for my liking as a music reviewer. The intentions were obviously very, very good. Not too many people have ever done something like this before. So kudos to these American artists coming together, musicians coming together to put this mammoth 7-minute song together, singing it possibly in one room or one studio or 3-4 studios at a time, putting it together. I heard Stevie Wonder very clearly in there. Michael Jackson was the sweetest
I
and
know.
most adorable voices of it all. Just for his voice, I'm sure 5 million people, $5 million must have been donated out of 20. The way he sung it, he was outstanding.
He's shown that.
He was clearly the best. I also heard a bit of Ray Charles, if I'm not mistaken, bit of Bruce Springsteen. He certainly put
Springsteen, yes.
effort in
Yeah.
those few seconds
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
sang those words.
I heard that too. I think.
I heard a few other singers. Lionel Richie, I think,
Cyndi
started
Lauper
it off.
Also, she sang.
Lionel Richie, Cyndi Lauper, I think, were the ones who started it off towards the beginning. Beautifully done, beautifully arranged, beautifully done. Whoever's done that, unfortunately, their names have not been mentioned in our video or to be found that easily. Who put it all together? I'm assuming it is someone out of these only who may have put it all together, the music and everything, but it's not mentioned, sadly. But either ways, the intention was good. They raised 20 million immediately and 3 million thereafter. This song was again used USA for Haiti. Of course, now the same USA is refusing to take Haiti refugees. But that's a different story, right? So let's save it for another video, if ever. What are your thoughts on the lyrics and other things? What do you want to say about it?
For me, lyrics definitely are very repetitive, and by the end, even if you're enjoying the song and you know the intention and it's the thought that counts for a song like this, music like this, you know that it's a very, very, very repetitive song. Apart from the diversity and the amount of substance that comes with the artist. There is not much details that were provided. Why we are the people, and why are we making this choice? What exactly is going wrong? There could have been so many. So many possibilities in a song like that, where the world is actually going wrong. And Michael Jackson's song is there. What's the title? I forget. The one for the
Heal the World.
environment. Was that Heal the World?
No, that is
the one for the. I think it's
Earth
yeah.
song.
I think there he mentions a lot more problems, and
Michael
things.
Jackson is clearly the star of this one. Clearly.
He does, yeah.
Without his name being attached at that time, 1985, whatever, was it 1985? I think this would have fallen apart. Without his name being attached to it.
Right.
In the world,
And
considering the whole world heard this song, and most of the world, that is, who understands English, they heard this song. Michael Jackson obviously was the star of
And
the show.
also, when you mentioned the amount that was actually raised, it was nothing for
why-
so many artists. It was not even 1 million per artist.
Why
actually.
wasn't...
But Michael Jackson personally did much more for Africa than this song may have.
Yeah,
raised.
and why wasn't the big guys, U2, any members of U2 I didn't see over there. Iron Maiden, Metallica,
Rock-
they were all
rock
around
bands.
at that time. Bon Jovi, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't see any of their names. Madonna, Prince, what were they doing? Sleeping?
There was Sheila E.
Sheila E, the drama, and vital part of the revolution. What was Prince's band called? Whatever it was. So, Compensation, no Prince, but Sheila E was part of it.
Yeah. Also, I was, while listening to it, I was thinking this sounded great. It sounds great. Whether lyrics are have much substance or not, but it sounds great. The way they came and they put in their hearts, and you can listen to that. You can get that feeling. You can get that intention. But in 2021, or even last year 2020, if you asked the music industry people, I'm not only putting the burden on USA, I'm also talking about in general UK, Canada, and other places. They don't really include everybody from the West, though. European musicians and all of them are not that welcomed, which I know by now. If it was all for so many artists, popular artists coming together and singing something for the world today, since we had the pandemic and everything, this kind of intention will definitely lack. This kind of commitment, dedication, even the pure thought of doing something for somebody else would lack. And it definitely isn't there. And what they would come out with, you can't even imagine. You wouldn't be able to listen to it even for 5 minutes. This was 7 minutes and it was decent. But even for less than 5 minutes, you won't be able to listen to what today's artists will come up with. So united support of artists, if it was supposed to be today, the foundation, and it gathered artists, it would not do anything close to this.
This was probably for homelessness and famine and poverty in Africa, right? To eradicate it. Things haven't got too much better. With all these initiatives by America and so many other countries, including India at times, things haven't got better for either Africa or so many other countries, even India, in so many ways. In fact, things have probably gotten worse. If you go by statistics alone, in Africa, things have gotten a lot worse. It seems to look better when you watch documentaries and movies which are shot in different parts of Africa. But statistics don't lie, numbers don't lie. And it's sad that even after all these initiatives, things have gotten worse and no one really is concerned. At least not that we know of or hear of. We will hear if somebody's taken a new haircut, if somebody's bought a new bag, we will hear it today, right now on Instagram or Facebook or some other social network. We'll see it in their videos on YouTube. But I promise you this, you won't hear someone talking about the poverty in Africa and so many other parts of the world. Look at what's happening to South America right now. But nobody likes to talk about all those things. Very few people actually talk about it. But they will not use it too big. They will definitely promote their hairdo, their dresses, their shoes, their makeup kit, etc. Much, much, much more than promoting these kind of things or creating awareness. It's not even a promotion.
Them promoting.
And the joke is that if you even take the top 10% richest people in the world, let alone America, top 10% richest people in the world, if they actually got together and dedicated even 5% of their wealth, you would have most of the poverty of the world eradicated for at least a year. Maybe not forever, but for a year, you will have people who are not hungry, who are not dying of hunger, not dying of homelessness, poverty, etc. Because These rich guys will have taken care of them. Now, what do Kirti and me do? Our bit. We are talking big things. Do we actually do much? Yes, we do. We give a lot of our time free to a lot of people who need our counseling services, etc. We've been doing it I'm doing it personally for 20 plus years.
Lot of that.
In fact, the first 5 years of my career, I'm not talking about poor people in Africa or anything. I didn't sideline anybody as they did here. But irrespective of whoever came to me the first 5 years, I spent countless hours giving free relationship counseling. And that's how I actually became popular. And I'm sure these people, their worth today, if you collectively count the worth of those 36 million, and I just did before this reaction video started, roughly, their collective worth today and how much money they've earned today after 1985 is over $7 billion at least. $23 million
For Africa.
and $7 billion what they made after it. So it's a question to think about, who benefited from putting this together. That is the big question mark that I will ask in this reaction video. Obviously, my American friends will not like what I say here, but the truth is the truth, Kirti. As we both know very, very well, if someone comes to us and says they've been bashed up at home, and there's proof that they've been bashed up at home by their husband, we can see it on their face on webcam. We can see that they've been bashed up. It's not makeup like certain YouTube videos have. It's not makeup. We know that they've been bashed up. We know it's serious. It's a real problem over there. So, the proof is in the numbers.
As far as I'm concerned, my understanding and what I know is all of the aid and all of the support and all this, doing charity to African countries and Africa. For decades, I heard that. While growing up, I was hearing, of course, there was music and there was a lot of sentiment. I know sentiments may be good, but I thought those sentiments were only helping the people who showed the sentiment more than for whom it was shown, because it was more of a publicity thing for a person, because this was a staple thing that you pick up a cause. It's like Rent a Cause, and now Rent a Cause is also being caught by almost everybody, because it's a information technology boom period of the world, and people understand whether your intentions are right or not, whether you're only doing it for pickup line, for a publicity stunt or whatever. So Rent a Cause is only Rent a Cause. You don't really go ahead and do something, and this used to be a fad in the world some time ago.
Having said this, I must dedicate the end of the reaction video to the star of this song for me. In my opinion, one person out of these 36 lived that even after 1985. He should have been possibly given a huge title, huge awards, but he didn't get most of it in his lifetime.
I think those who really do, they don't want an award.
Yeah, they don't want it.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
That's the bottom line.
I think what he has done for Africa and countries in Asia, including India, what he did as an artist, the kind of charity work that he did while he was alive, and possibly even after his death, if his will mentioned all those things. While he was alive and during his peak in the 90s, the amount of charity work that he did, I know that personally because I was working in the industry at that time, actively working part-time in the industry. I knew people who were working at top levels in the industry, even though I was very young. People in my family, people in my friend circle's family, all working at top levels in the music industry, not just in India but in America too. So I knew people like that, and I knew how much this one guy was contributing to the world, trying to eradicate literally poverty, educating children, doing so much work for children. It is said that you live by the sword, you die by the sword. This proverb, whoever wrote this, there's a lot of truth to it. This guy, I'm taking it in a weird way, this quote, or warped way. But the fact is that this guy, Michael Jackson, all of these 35 others, I don't really think they did much charity work in their life. I don't think so. I've not heard about them ever doing it, apart from this. But the fact is, he alone, he came to India, he did so much charity work during his show. One day he was here, couple of days maybe, but he did so much charity. He went literally 4 or 5 places in the span of a few hours, donated That time, lots and lots of money, lots and lots of supplies. Michael Jackson alone, he went to Africa, he did free shows there, he donated so much of his wealth at that time there. He went to so many other poverty-stricken nations like Brazil and Mexico and so many places, which I don't think Bruce Springsteen has ever even seen in his life. But he went there. He went there, he did it. Michael Jackson, the superstar. And unfortunately, what did you guys do to him towards the end of his life? You all know. Shame on you guys for what you did to his reputation.
You know, there is a disparity among the artists as well. There are so many artists that only like the richest places where they want to go. Many artists, their journey starts from USA, they go to England. From there, they want to hop on a plane to Tokyo and then back home.
In Germany
yeah,
also
maybe
sometimes.
Germany and sometimes
France.
Rio, because Rio gives a lot of
Yeah.
response.
Crowd.
Yeah, lots of response. And they never want to go into the, I don't feel like saying the word, but they must be saying it to themselves. I don't want to go to that country.
They
I
used to
don't want to
clearly
go to
say,
that country.
they used to clearly say, mind you, behind closed doors, I don't want to go to India.
Yeah.
It's a shithole. They would clearly say that. They would clearly say
Or
that.
many other places where
Those
they
were
didn't
the
want
kind
to
of the
visit.
exact words of some of the big guys in those years. In the 90s at
And
least.
they were considered
We
international.
don't want to go to India. It's a shithole. So that's how they speak.
And there
Beyond
was
closed doors.
this artist, Michael Jackson. I think he was more fond of these places.
And he came
than
to India.
those.
He came to
Than
India too.
those.
He is the only one possibly in this
In those
36.
days, yeah.
Only one, I think.
I think among them,
Only
yeah,
one
I think, yeah.
who came
Yeah, right.
to India.
Yeah.
Who came to India.
Came to the shithole.
Yeah. Anyway, enough of this. It will be completely misunderstood by these guys who come here. And we don't blame you. We don't blame you.
I know you don't.
You
get
live in your own bubble and we live in our own shithole. What can I say?
But when people are singing like that with him in a chorus, it goes to them, right? How they think.